I am Dr. Pam Middleton, your virtual holistic pediatrician. Through my concierge, telemedicine, and consultative services, I help families achieve and maintain health and wellness through inside-out healing. So today, I'm going to talk about what is inside out healing, because I know for people who are maybe new to holistic medicine, that may be a phrase you have not heard, and even those who have been around holistic medicine for a while, that may also be a phrase that you've not heard. You may be able to figure out what it means based on what it says, inside out healing, and it is exactly what it says. It's healing from the inside out, but more than that, it really begins with an understanding. I guess you can say it's a mental state of being where you understand that the body is designed to heal itself when given what it needs. So that means that you are looking for ways to nourish your body, to feed your body the things that it needs so that it can heal itself. Now, of course, I'm going to have to say, as a medical doctor, there are going to be times when you do need outside in healing, and I'll go into that in a little bit, exactly what that is and the difference. And actually, because I believe in the best of both worlds, a lot of times we do have to integrate it, but we really want to become more familiar with inside out healing. So, once again, it's being able to give your body what it needs, and it's not that you're going to fix it, because that's a definition of outside in. It's just that the body can heal itself. So a good example of when our bodies totally heals itself, and we've all experienced this, is a common cold. When you have just a common cold, there's no treatments that's going to make that cold go away. You may take certain things that will help your symptoms. It helps relieve your symptoms so that you are more comfortable, but there's not a miracle pill that makes your cold go away in 2 days. Now, you may be able to do some immune boosters that can help your body to fight the cold so that it does go away faster. But that's one example of allowing the body to do its job. And another example that's probably even better than this is when you cut yourself. Who's just said you scratch yourself? You scratch yourself with your fingernail. You look down, you see the scratch, or even no, let's go beyond that, a paper cut. We've all gotten paper cuts. Paper cuts really do hurt too. So you get a paper cut, but it's a little paper cut. So, you generally don't even go and put a Band-Aid on it. Usually you just look at it, I really cut myself with this paper. It really hurts. And then you kind of forget about it. I mean, when you go wash your hands, it stings a little bit, but you usually don't even do anything to that little cut. And eventually, it's gone. What happened? The body took care of it. Oh my gosh, you didn't need to go out and have some major work done. Now, on the other hand, when we talk about how, there's always going to be times for outside in healing, if you actually split your finger open, it may require stitches to bring it back together. But what the stitches actually do is it brings it back together so that the body still can heal it, underneath from the inside out, and it heals. So, I don't want you to forget that the basis of our healing is really inside out healing. And when you're talking about children, and this is something that I've seen a lot in the practice, so the attitudes of the parents can determine how your children actually do with some of their minor illnesses. For example, if your child has had a fever, is feeling a little bit under the weather, and you're kind of hovering, and you're going to worry because you're parents, that's your job, but you're kind of hovering and worrying out loud to them, oh my gosh, you're not getting better. Oh, if you don't get better, I'm going to have to take you to the doctor, or we might have to go to the emergency room, or we might have to go to urgent care. You're doing this, your child's really not getting better. Then finally, maybe after 3 days or so, you go, okay, that's enough. This is definitely not getting better. I'm going to call your pediatrician. So let's say I'm the pediatrician. I'm going to call Dr. Pam. And so that morning you decide you're going to call me, and what you say to your child is, okay, we're going to see Dr. Pam. Everything's going to be fine. You get to the office, your child's actually starting to get better. And you're like, well, they really weren't getting better. Now, one of two things may have happened. If it's been a few days, maybe they were just going to start to get better anyway because it's been a few days. But the other thing could be that maybe they're starting to get better because you have relaxed and you have allowed them to relax and let their body do what it needs to do. So just remember that, with inside out healing, you just really need to be relaxed and trust that, within certain parameters, the body can take care of things. Now, I'm not telling you that if your child gets pneumonia, it's just going to heal itself from the inside out. So, no, I am not saying that at all, and I just want to make sure you understand that. But there are a lot of times when the inside out healing can really, really get you along your way to a total body healing. And that's really what we want. So if we have to integrate the two, so I said that I would talk about outside in healing, so to speak. But outside in healing is what we're used to. There's something flying overhead. Let's give it a minute. This is what happens when you're outside. I wanted to be outside where it's nice and pretty, but then I have to be in competition with airplanes. Let's let the airplane go by so that you can hear me. Okay. So anyway, outside in healing, that's kind of what we're used to. We've become a society of fix me. You look at TV, the TV tells you, if you're having these symptoms, go to your doctor and ask your doctor for this medicine. Okay, so medicines are awesome. Of course, as a medical doctor, I believe that. I believe there's a time and a place for medicines, but I also think that we have an overdependence on medicine right now in our current society, and that we really need to leave the medicines for when we actually need the medicine. And when we don't need the medicine, we need to allow ourselves to heal. So the traditional form of what we're used to with the outside in healing is, like I said, something's wrong, it needs to be fixed. I need something from the outside to fix it. I'm going to go to the doctor and get a prescription that's going to fix it. Or, even with a lot of the other products we take, the natural product, we still want to fix it. I need to take something that's going to fix it. So, I'm asking you to try to start to change your mindset around the fix it. Go from the fix it mindset from the outside into, what does my body need to make this better? So back to our common cold. When you have a common cold, the best thing that you can do is get rest and give your body plenty of fluids. If you do that, you've all probably done it. You feel a whole lot better. If you have a cold and you decide, oh my gosh, I've got this major project, this deadline is coming up, I do not have time to be sick, I do not have time to rest, I've got to keep on plugging at it and get this done. So then, you run out to the drugstore and you buy all these over-the-counter products to try to alleviate your symptoms just to get you through. So you struggle through, the cold seems to drag on, but you probably do, you can get your project done, but you're exhausted, this thing has wiped you out. Whereas on the other hand, you decide, you know what, I just need to take one day. I'm going to take one day off. I'm going to just rest, relax, eat healthy if you don't feel like eating, which a lot of times you don't, when you're really sick, but, I'm going to drink. I'm going to make sure I'm hydrated. You do that for one day even. The next day you feel so much better. You may still have your cold, but you're feeling 80% better. And you can actually go on and do the things you need to do without dragging and struggling through the whole thing. Because, while you're going on with your life after you've given yourself some rest, the body is in there doing its own thing from the inside out. It's actually, starting to heal. So just remember that the inside out healing is awesome. And, I will be giving you some more information about this in the future, like specifically how you can use inside out healing, and incorporate that into your lifestyle. And just remember that the body can heal itself when given what it needs. So I want to thank you for joining me today. And remember, I am Dr. Pam Middleton, your virtual holistic pediatrician. Through my concierge, telemedicine, and consultative services, I help families achieve and maintain health and wellness through inside out healing. Make sure that you follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Pam Middleton MD for more holistic health tips. Bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of your Wellness Wednesday.